History of Little League Baseball. For as long as there has been baseball, there has been kids eager to play it. Before there was television, many children would rush home from school and huddle around a, a radio to listen to their favorite team's games. Sometimes they would pretend to be one of the star players. No, wait, you are making a mental, and I'm Jackie Robinson. Families living on farms set aside land for a baseball diamond. City kids played stickball in the streets, using broomsticks for bats and mailboxes or trees for the bases. Vacant lots were turned into playing fields. Winning was great, but the joy of playing a sport with your friends was just as important. Playing baseball was fun, but it was not very well organized. Then came car stoves. When Carl was a boy, the older kids would not let him play baseball with them. When he grew up, he wanted to give all young boys a chance to play baseball. His hope was that an organized league would teach boys and the ideals of sportsmanship, fair play, and teamwork. Instead of knocking on doors to see whether their friends could come out to play, now kids could be on a team, play scheduled games, could be coached on how to play better. In 1939, Stows from formed Little League Baseball in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The league that had only 30 players and three teams. He received donations from local businesses. He was the manager of the Lycoming Dairy team. He asked two brothers to coach other teams, Lonnie Lambert and John Prezzo. With $30 for each team, he bought uniforms for the players. Players' mom sewed team names on the uniform. Teams had to share gloves as well as the only catcher's mask. The teams played on a vacant lot. In 1947, 12 teams played in the first Little League tournament that would be later become the World Series. The Maynard Midgets from Williamsport beat Lock Haven Little League in the championship game. About 2,000 fans turned out, despite the August heat, and a great tradition was born. As news of the league spread, teams quickly formed all over the country, and a boy aged 9 to 13 could play in Little League Baseball. He could be any race, religion, or color. Girls were not allowed to play until 1974. By 1948, the league grew to 94 teams. Today, about 2.7 million children play on Little League teams, not only in the United States, but also around the world. How teams get to the championships. Sheep. Now, more than 100,000 teams compete in different divisions. Players' age determines the division in which he or she plays. Little League, the most famous division, has team of 11 to 12 year old players. Each local Little League team is part of a district that includes teams from the same area. In June, the best players from each district were chosen to be part of an all-star team, which has no more than 14 players. The coach and manager for the all-star team are also chosen. In July, this team played in many tournaments to narrow the field of competitions. A competitor. By August, only 16 teams remain in the Little League Baseball division. They have earned a trip to Howard Junior LeMay Stadium in Williamsport for Little League World Series. Game by game, little teams were eliminated until two remain. One team is formed from one of the 80 countries outside the United States and compete a little league. And one team is from the United States. This finally two teams play one game to determine the Little League World Series champion. The 2006 Little League World Series for the um, For the 2006 Little League World Series, teams from as far away as Saudi Arabia and Russia made it to Williamsport in late August. Kawaguchi City, Japan won the international championship over Matamoros, Mexico by a score of 3-0. Japan star player Go Matsumoto hit a home run and was brought in as a relief pitcher to get his team out of a bases loaded no outs band. In the U.S. Championship game, the team from Columbus, Georgia defeated the Beaverton, Oregon team 7-3. It was up to Georgia to carry the banner of the United States against Japan in the World Series champion game, and carry it too. They did, and carried it. Georgia pitching Venom Kyle catcher Catter struck out 11 batters and gave up only 3 hits. Matsumoto pitching kept the game close, but the Georgia team won to take the series for the United States for the second year in a row, as it was quite a feat, as Kawaguchi team had been undefeated. Conclusion: The Little League World Series continues to grow. A chance more than 300,000 people attended tournament games in 2006, and the game was televised around the United States when second baseman Josh Lester of Columbus, Georgia, voted the last out of the championship game. The crowd broke into cheers and chanted, USA! USA! In true Little League spirit, the Georgia team member as the Kawaguchi City joined them in a victory lap around the field. They proved that Little League's goal remained the same after decades of growth: to provide a game that teaches players the principle they should use as good citizens of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll see you next year for another exciting Little League World Series.